first attempt to have it work on some load. There's enormous interest in this in a variety of different fields. You could think of 1,000 possible uses, I'm sure. Lots of people have, and we're excited about realizing this as a product. We have imagined products. For example, this one, we imagined a bio-inspired Band-Aid where we took the glue off the Band-Aid, we took some hairs from a molten gecko, put 3 rolls of them on here, and then made this Band-Aid. This is an undergraduate volunteer. We have 30,000 undergraduates, so we can choose among them. And it's actually just a red pen mark, but it makes an incredible Band-Aid. So it's aerated, it can be peeled off easily, it doesn't cause any irritation, it works underwater. I think this is an extraordinary example of how curiosity-based research, we just wondered how they climbed up something, can lead to things that you could never imagine. It's just an example of why we need to support curiosity-based research. Here you are pulling off the Band-Aid. So, we've redefined now what a foot is. The question is, can we use these secrets then to inspire the design of a better foot, a better than one that we see in nature? Here's the new project. We're trying to create the first climbing search and rescue robot. No suctioner magnets that can only move on limited kinds of surfaces. I call the new robot Rise for a robot in scansorial environment that's a climbing environment. And we have an extraordinary team of biologists and engineers creating this robot. And here is Rise. It's 6-legged and has a tail. Here it is on a fence in a tree. And here are Rise's first steps on an incline. We have the audio. Here we go up. And here it is coming up at you in its first steps up a wall. Now it's only using the simplest feet here, so this is very new, but we think we got the dynamics right of the robot. Mark Kukowski, though, is taking it a step further. He's the one able to build this shape deposition manufactured feet and toes. The next step is to make compliant toes and try to add spines and claws and set it for dry adhesives. So the idea is to first get the toes and a foot right, attempt to make that climb, and ultimately put it on the robot. And that's exactly what he's done. He's built, in fact, a climbing footbot inspired by nature. And here's Kukowski and his amazing students' design. So these are tuned toes. There are 6 of them. And they use the principles that we just talked about collectively for the blueprint. So this is not using any suction, any glue, and it will ultimately, when it's attached to the robot, it's biologically inspired. Surfaces. And so they were able to get this thing, this is now sped up 20 times. Can you imagine him trying to go up and rescue somebody at that upper floor? Okay, you can visualize this now. It's not impossible. It's a very challenging task, but more to come later. To finish, we've gotten design secrets from nature by looking at how feet are built. We've learned we should distribute control to smart parts. Don't put it all in the brain, but put some of the control in tuned feet, legs, and even body. The nature uses hybrid solutions, not a single solution to these problems, and they're integrated and beautifully robust. And third, we believe strongly that we do not want to mimic nature, but instead be milliseconds and detach them in 16 milliseconds. And when you watch how they detach it, it is bizarre. They peel away from the surface like you peel away a piece of tape. Very strange. How do they stick? If you look at their feet, they have leaf-like structures called lamellae with millions of hairs, and each hair has the worst case of split ends possible. It has 100 to 1,000 split ends.
继续行驶800公尺，右转中华路。 350公尺后右转中华路。右转中华路。照相，速限40公里。
FM100 ICRT, rock music one after another, from the classic Satisfaction to the latest of Paramore. Still into you right here on the Jam. I'm Joseph Laird and I'll be hanging with you till 8 p.m. weeknights here on ICRT, and I thank you for tuning in regularly or whenever you got time. And whenever you have a song on your mind and you want to hear it on the air, on the show, you can try to write to me, jam@icrt.com.tw, or give us a call here if you got time. 8522-8282 is the number to dial. Now, we got a lot of things tonight on the show, including a musical guest coming in the 7 p.m. hour. His name is Liu Ziqian, or Jeremy Liu. He's the son of a very well-known singer and songwriter, producer, Liu Jiatang, who, reigned the Chinese market, or music market back in the 70s and 80s. Now his son has become a very established singer, and he's produced and released a few albums. And this is going to be his latest album that we're going to be playing in just a bit. Okay, that's coming up after 7 p.m. Also, in the 5 p.m. hour, we're going to be talking to American Eagle Institute to tell us more about their curriculum and courses that they have, especially for summertime. So if you're looking for a fine school to study English at, don't miss out on that interview too. Plus, in between, we got all sorts of news, entertainment reports, business watch, and now we have the scoop.
Let's check in on the famous and the fabulous. Listen up for ICRT's The Scoop, up-to-the-minute entertainment news from FM 100.
Hey, you guys remember Chris Allen? He's actually one of my favorite American Idols in the history of the show, really. I think my favorite is Daughtry, followed by Kelly Clarkson, then he would be number 3 on my list. And we haven't heard much about him, and perhaps it's because he's getting ready to become a dad, and he has officially become a dad as of Tuesday night. That's yesterday. Actually, this morning, our time. Congratulations are in order for Chris Allen and his wife, Katie O'Donnell, the winner of American Idol Season 8 for that season, when we have Adam Lambert. Yep. Well, he is a father now at 28 years old, and he is thrilled to announce that his first child was just born. In fact, he immediately tweeted, "Happy day, my little stud was born today. Oliver is here, people." He tweeted that immediately on Tuesday night.